Are you worried that saving too much money might cost you your SSI benefits? Imagine losing your entire monthly check just because you had a little more than $2,000 in your bank account. That's the harsh reality many people on SSI face, and it has caused countless overpayment letters, suspensions, and stressful investigations. But here's the good news. There's a completely legal way to save money. Not just a little, but up to $100,000 without putting your SSI at risk. Today, we're going to talk about ABLE accounts, one of the most important tools every SSI recipient needs to know about. Before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you ever been afraid to accept a gift from family, deposit your tax refund, or keep more than a couple thousand in savings because you thought Social Security would penalize you? If so, this video is for you. Stick with me to the end, hit the like button, subscribe to Social Security Post, and please drop your questions about SSI or SSDI in the comments. I'll be covering your questions in future videos, so don't miss your chance to have your situation explained. ABLE accounts were created through the Achieving a Better Life Experience Act of 2014. The purpose was simple but powerful. Give people with disabilities a safe way to save money without automatically losing their SSI or Medicaid. Traditionally, SSI rules are very strict. If you had more than $2,000 in the bank, you were no longer considered financially eligible for the program. That tiny limit forced people into a life of poverty, discouraging savings, and punishing financial support from loved ones. The ABLE Act was Congress's attempt to fix that. The key eligibility requirement is that your disability must have started before age 26. However, in 2026, that age will expand to 46, opening the door for millions more people. That means someone who became disabled later in life, such as through illness or accident, may soon qualify. According to the ABLE National Resource Center, as of 2025, there are over 150,000 ABLE accounts nationwide, holding more than $1.5 billion in assets. That's proof that families are starting to recognize how valuable this tool really is. Here's where things get exciting. While SSI normally enforces a hard $2,000 resource limit, ABLE accounts allow you to save up to $100,000 without impacting your monthly benefit. If your account balance goes above $100,000, your SSI check will be suspended, but it will resume automatically once the balance drops below the limit. This is a huge safety net compared to the traditional rules. On top of that, there are annual contribution limits. In 2025, the maximum you or anyone else can deposit into an ABLE account is $18,000 per year, which matches the federal gift tax exclusion. That means family, friends, or even your own SSI money can be put into the account without breaking the rules. Compared to the traditional SSI limit, this is a massive upgrade. It gives people the ability to save for emergencies, long-term goals, or major expenses like housing or medical needs. One of the best parts of ABLE accounts is how flexible they are. You can put your monthly SSI check directly into your ABLE account to build savings without crossing the $2,000 limit. Family and friends can contribute as well, whether it's birthday money, holiday gifts, or financial support from loved ones. In the past, those deposits could easily push someone over the resource limit and trigger a suspension, but with ABLE, they're protected. You can also deposit tax refunds from the IRS or your state. That means if you get an earned income tax credit or a property tax circuit breaker refund, it can safely go into your ABLE account. And under the Able to Work provision, if the SSI recipient is employed and not contributing to a retirement plan, they can deposit up to an additional $14,580 in 2025 beyond the regular $18,000 limit. For example, someone earning $500 a month in part-time wages could stash that money into their ABLE account legally save it, and keep their SSI intact. ABLE accounts aren't just about saving, they're about spending smart. Withdrawals must be for qualified disability expenses, QDES. These include essentials like housing costs, rent, mortgage, and utilities, as well as education, training programs, transportation, healthcare, assistive technology, and even legal or financial planning. Basically, if the expense improves quality of life for a person with a disability, it's likely qualified. The best part? Withdrawals for QDES do not count as income and are not taxed. So if you buy a wheelchair van using money from your ABLE account, SSI cannot reduce your benefits because of it. Think of it as a protected bucket of money. You're not only allowed to save it, but also to use it for the things that matter most without penalty. This is a critical difference compared to a normal checking account, where spending patterns could trigger SSI reductions. Let's look at some real scenarios. Imagine a 22-year-old with autism who gets $1,000 in birthday and holiday gifts from family each year. Before ABLE, those deposits could quickly push them over the $2,000 limit. But now, they put it all into an ABLE account, and their savings grow to $25,000 without any disruption to SSI benefits. That's a life-changing difference. Another example is a parent who receives a $3,000 tax refund. Normally, depositing that into their child's joint checking account could cause SSI suspension. But by depositing it into the child's ABLE account, it's protected, and SSI continues without interruption. A third case could be a young adult on SSDI who works part-time, earning $6,000 a year. By placing those earnings into their ABLE account, they build savings for a future apartment while keeping both SSI and Medicaid eligibility intact. As powerful as ABLE accounts are, there are important rules. Remember, the $100,000 cap is the point where SSI suspensions kick in, and the $18,000 annual contribution cap is strictly enforced. Exceeding these limits can cause benefit interruptions. Another pitfall is making non-qualified withdrawals. If you use ABLE money for something unrelated to disability needs, it may count as income and could be subject to taxes and penalties. There's also the Medicaid payback rule. When the ABLE account holder passes away, Medicaid has the right to claim any remaining funds to reimburse medical costs paid during their lifetime. This surprises many families, but it's an important detail to plan around. These pitfalls don't erase the benefits of ABLE accounts, but they do mean you have to be careful and strategic about how you use them. Think of it as playing by the rules to maximize protection. Opening an ABLE account is simpler than most people realize. Almost every state has its own ABLE program, and many allow out-of-state residents to participate. You can usually open an account online with as little as $25 to $50. From there, you can set up automatic transfers, family contributions, or even direct deposit of your SSI check. Different states have slightly different rules, fees, and investment options, so it pays to compare programs. The ABLE National Resource Center is a great place to research your options. For example, some states offer tax deductions on contributions if you're a resident. Others have lower fees or better investment choices. The point is, this is accessible, and almost anyone eligible can get started quickly. So let's recap. ABLE accounts are the legal way to protect your SSI benefits while still being able to save up to $100,000. They allow you to deposit SSI payments, gifts, refunds, and even work earnings without breaking the $2,000 limit. Withdrawals for qualified expenses like housing, education, and medical costs are protected and tax-free. Real families are already using ABLE accounts to avoid suspensions and overpayments. And you can too. If you're on SSI, this is one of the smartest moves you can make to protect yourself and your future. Don't wait until SSA sends you an overpayment letter. Get informed now. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to Social Security Post, And drop your questions about SSI or SSDI in the comments below. Your question could be the next one I cover in a future video. Protect your money, protect your benefits, and stay informed.